Everything in the Torah was allegory, not direct historical events as such. The story of Adam and Eve is the story of the creation of the human species here on earth. Earth is the Garden of Eden in the allegory. The taking of Adam's rib to make Eve is about the splitting of the soul into male and female composites, to be housed in individual vessels. The serpent in the story represents the first reptilians that interacted with the creation of the old ones, to splice their own knowledge and genetics into part of that line. This is the creation of the first bloodlines, which is represented by Cain, which is the child of Eve, and the serpent as a result of their sexual union, who then slew his brother Abel. Please keep in mind Adam, Eve, Cain and Abel are not specific individuals but symbolic allegories. However, the basic bloodlines will of course side with Cain in this scenario, as he is a symbolic father of a number of lines and does represent the dominance and sacrifice of his line over their fully human kin. But it is important to note that stronger lines came after with other events. When you understand that the canonical Gospels, which were written by the Roman Piso family, just like the Torah which was written by the pharaohs, is an allegorical story, and that Jesus, also known as Yeshua, and both Marys are not the exact people described in those works, it yields a key to understanding the meaning. Some people mix up the two Mary figures in the Bible by mentioning Isis, as Mother Mary is a mother goddess figure, like in Anna, Ishtar, Isis, Semiramis, Hecate, etc. Mother Mary's literal persona would most likely be Cleopatra, with her child being the son of a god, Julius Caesar, I believe in this case, who represented Zeus or Jupiter embodied. And as the Jesus, also known as Yeshua story, represents a man whose seed would father a kingdom that would span the earth as the divine line of rulers. Mary Magdalene is not so much a single woman but represents the harlot or maiden figure that would be the many mothers of the line of Christ, which would become the Merovingian, primarily, as well as a few other key individuals who would marry into other bloodlines in the Western world. The source of the term blue bloods is already known historically if you research this. Blue bloods are connected to the Dracos lines, or the divine line. All gods, as people think of them, including the Yahweh of the Bible, our ascended one once. By that I mean ascended ancient Dracos. So in a sense some of the bloodlines are the hybrid offspring of the gods, or more importantly the Dracos who descended from the gods. I'll add that I do not consider it moral or healthy for the individual to worship a god or deity. And none of the higher-ranking bloodlines worship anyone or anything in the sense that most people think of it. Worship is a system of control created to siphon energy from the masses, and to allow for great liberties in bypassing the free will of individuals who do so, based upon their choice to worship a specific entity, or set of entities, as their masters and or creators, and placing such beings above themselves and or giving them dominion over their lives and deaths. Those of any knowledge within the bloodlines already know how foolish this is, and as such would never consider the worship of anything.